What's going on, everyone? It's Josh Elbow. In the video today, I want to talk about two things. The first thing I want to talk about is kind of a daily habits type thing, a little bit of a sacrifices type thing. I've never really been a fan of like making sacrifices. I believe like if you want something, you should just be able to do it your way, your scale type thing. Press play. I don't know why it's saying press play. I think I'm live right now. It says I'm live. Should be live. So I'm just presuming that I'm live. But like, so I was talking to a couple people lately, and just people in general. One of the things when you're trying to create a change in your life, the reason that you're in this group is because you want a better quality of life, and you believe that I can help get you there, which is the whole point of the group. I want to change your life financially and show you ways that I've made money in the past that you can also make it as well. So the point that I'm getting at is, if you're like, we've all heard the saying, we all have 24 hours in a day, but if you're actually, it doesn't mean anything to hear the saying if you don't execute anything on it. You can live off 4 hours of sleep, you can live off 6 hours of sleep, depending on what you can like survive off of. Let's say you might have to lose sleep in the short term if it means that you succeed in your goals in the short term. What's 1 year of only sleeping 6 hours a day, let's say, or 4 hours a day, like whatever the case may be, but it makes you an extra, those 2 hours that you were saving, let's say you make an extra $50 that night. $50 compounding over a year period at any percent interest, just extra $50 a day, or let's say extra $100 a day over a year, 36500, that's 36 grand right there just for an extra $100 a day because you chose not to sleep those 2 hours. 36K might be more than you're making annually right now, so it makes a difference, and that can give you your start or whatever. Even on a shorter term, let's say you make you stay up an extra, instead of, right now you're sleeping 8 to 12 hours, but instead of that you switch to 4 to 6. So you actually get an extra 6 hours or get an extra 4 hours of working time, and you can make an extra $100 drop shipping online or sending cold emails to people to find SMMA clients. If that makes you an extra $100 a day, even for a month, that's $3 grand. That $3 grand you can put into Facebook ads to get new clients, and now instead of spending your time emailing, because we're going to get into Facebook ads in the second part of this video, instead of spending your time emailing, like doing cold leads and stuff, which suck, and cold calling, which sucks, and I absolutely hate, use your money to buy more time to do ads for you. It makes more sense to buy the time and buy into that versus doing it yourself, because you can be doing something more efficiently, more learning something new, studying something new, doing a deal that's going to bring you in more income, like stuff like that. So you might need to sacrifice sleep to get to the point where you want to be. And if you're comfortable, if life is a fucking dream and everything's great, then just ignore this video. But if it's not, and you're complaining about how you want a higher quality of life, but you're not taking anything to actually change it, you're still getting 8 hours of sleep. Like, you don't deserve it. You haven't earned the right to have that much sleep yet. Nobody's gonna hand it to you. Nobody's gonna like spoon feed like your success and your results that you want to you. Stop sleeping. And I mean it, like literally, like get like 4 to 6 hours of sleep. When you're not sleeping, work. And then when you are awake, be actually working. Don't be going out. Don't be spending more money on food. Imagine this. I like cigars, right? I like let's say a cigar is $10, or let's say a Juul pod's $10. I don't smoke Juuls or whatever, but I like cigars occasionally. Let's say a cigar is $10 for easy math. If I had this mentality that every time I go and spend $10 on a cigar, I'm losing out on 10,000 potential people I could be reaching at a $10 CPM on Facebook ads. For $10, I can reach 10,000 people with an ad. And if I know my product and service is great, then I should be spending every penny I can get into in Facebook ads into my target market. So if I know that every cigar I go and have, I might feel good for that hour or whatever, but if I'm losing out, I'm reaching 10,000 people, and one of them might be a prospect, what's a client worth? $100, $1,000, $5,000. I'm losing way more than that $10 cigar, the $10 expense that I'm putting into the cigar itself. So that's just more so a side note perspective. And then in the next video, I'm going to create a completely separate video about this to go over Facebook ads for dropshipping and Facebook ads for lead generation and Facebook ads for SMMA. But the point of this is, you like sleep less. Like literally, when you want it bad enough, like you might not be. A lot of people want to say and talk about how they're hungry and they want it and all that stuff. When you want it bad enough, you'll know, because the sleep will be less important. You'll want to succeed in your endeavor, literally as much as you like. As bad as you want to breathe, like ET talks about. So that's my take on that. You create, like, in the back end of it is, I guess, that you're purposely creating a change, which is going to create a change in your outer world, because you're changing your habits to make better habits.